Hi everyone, it's me, your man Uncle D, author, private coach, and soccer number 10 consultant, and the creator of the ultimate soccer footwork system, yada yada yada. In this video, I have 3 amazing tips that's going to help you to improve your understanding about how to focus your soccer energies. Now, I'm gonna hear all kind of stuff, but it's very important for me to share this with you because I know the guys on YouTube and in many of your soccer coaching industries and those other leagues that you're playing in, and coaches might not share these things with you. So I have to share it because that's what your man Uncle D does. And I hope and trust you implement these 3 concepts that I will share with you, and I hope and trust that you will understand them and pay keen attention to them. Now, first of all, you can see my shank. I hope you can. A lot of bruises and scars and studs, 6 studs here, or Nike or an Adidas Predator or a Mercury, or one of those Ronaldo's, a C7. You will see a little print somewhere along here. Now, by saying that, I am just saying this. There are 3 things that you must understand and focus upon whenever you step on that soccer pitch or soccer field, or whenever you think soccer. There are 3 things, and I'm going to systemize it and place them in a simple framework so that you can channel the right amount of energy, so that you can play well on the soccer field or play beautiful upon the soccer field and feel the total energy of your body's potential and your mind's potential. Now, these 3 things, it's going to sound far-fetching, but I want to categorize them simple so that you will be able to remember them and share them with your friends and teach them to the young soccer players in your community. The first one is mind. The second one is body. The third is ball. Quite simple. Let's go again. Mind, body, ball. Now, the mind is where we will focus upon and try to develop. In soccer, in traditional soccer right now, we tend to focus too much upon the body and ball. For you to be a total soccer player, you have to understand these 3 well so that you can channel the energies, so that you can use them upon the soccer field and play beautifully. Calm, relaxed, finish well in the positions upon the soccer field. Your mind is an ultimate weapon. How you think, how you focus, how your thoughts work, not only within the games, off the field. For great soccer players, we are always playing soccer within our minds. Ask Messi, Zico, Ronaldo, Pele, Socrates, Neymar. Forever, the ball field is within our minds. We're either practicing a new trick or a new attacking formation, or how we will go against defenders. For attackers, focus upon defenders. Focus upon how you will see yourself moving through those little corridors upon the right and left wing, attacking the central frame near the 18-yard box line, how you will perform in the 6-yard box. By seeing these things, and the finish, will it be a swerve shot? Will it be to the far post? Will it be to the far post inner net? Or will it be to the L's or the differ, if you please? The mind training is important. When I say mind training, many coaches are thinking the blackboard diagram. Okay, you're going to do this right here, 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 and you're going to flow the ball here, here. That's important. But that doesn't always work upon the soccer field. Telly Santana taught us that in 1982 World Cup. the magnificent team of Tele Santana from Brazil, where he taught about ball flow and the beautiful game. He said to his players, Socrates, Zico, and those amazing guys who contribute to play beautifully. If you never knew where that word really came from and the whole idea and the essence of the 82 team, this was a team that brought us Diego Maradona. He got schooled by this team, humiliated, if you please. Their minds were focused. Their bodies were focused. They understood all these things. Ball flow and understanding how each other work has to do also with minds. Understanding how your teammate functions. Understanding how everyone functions in these settings. And these are the things that we focus upon. Minds. If we learn, okay, the wingback will be coming down, you will see Ronaldo or Ronaldinho just stop, lay the ball off, and the wingback just carries. We know it's music to the mind. The mind. Do you understand how your opponent thinks? Do you know if you knew if your opponent's reaction time was fast or slow, you'll be able to beat him or easily? Do you know if you understood the thought process of your opponents, you'll be able to function well upon the soccer field? Honestly. If you knew that your opponent's reaction time is way off, you know how to do these little footworks and blah, 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 get around him or her. Neymar does this. Cristiano Ronaldo does this. Messi does this. Whenever they see their opponent stop, they check their center line, the waist of their opponents and the body position, and they'll give them something to think about. In one of my videos on the Ultimate Soccer Footwork System, where I talked about understanding your opponent's body languages and so forth, I made mention about how you use these information and how you think about them by means of the mind, and then how you implement them within your games. Now, the mind is very important in soccer. You can't play soccer well if you are totally stressed out by means of bills, work, and family problems. But you can play well by using stress. Soccer is a de-stressor by means of getting out of your house to avoid mom and the arguments, or getting out of class to go play soccer, because it's just the molecules or atomic structure within your body's vibrating. We need to play some ball. Guys, it's called addiction. Okay. But you're addicted to soccer and the molecules are calling you towards this game. A rubber ball and some air and a few friends, and you play beautifully to express yourself. Expression that are caused or performed by the body. First we talk about the mind. Now let's talk about the body. The body is really important in soccer. Many coaches in Europe stress the importance of physical fitness and running and all these stuff which trains the body. 100-meter dashes and hurdles and all these jumps and these things, they're very important. But some of the trainings are not geared to attack the muscles that help soccer players to function well upon the soccer field. I mean, in coordination. You see them skid and slide a lot on the soccer field. It's not just because of their beautiful soccer cleats. It also has to do with how they disperse their energy and their weight upon their legs and upon their feet and the cleats they're wearing and the turf, the terrain. But your body must be able to function well by means of increasing your reaction time if you're slow, or by means of decreasing your reaction time if you are fast. When I say your reaction time, without sounding too Looney Toony and sound like a psychiatrist giving you a therapy, about understanding the mental stuff that goes on with soccer. But you need to understand that if you understand your opponent's reaction time, which I made mention in this other cool thing that's somewhere on Amazon, I'm not sure where it is, but it's somewhere out there. But it shares with you how to understand the reaction time of your opponents. If you understand the body, the anatomy of the body and physiology, where are the weak points on the body, the legs, and what the chemical aspect, the chemistry, without talking about toxin and what you put into the body so that you can have enough energy to perform upon the soccer field. Many of us are guilty of taking and drinking energy shakes and a lot of soda and sugar and fast food and go out there and expect to play a beautiful game. It's not gonna happen. It can, but it's not the best way to channel this focused energy that I'm talking about. The mind and body must all work together with the ball. If you care for your body by means of giving enough sleep, reduce enough stress and impurities that you put in and toxics that goes in our body, your body will be able to function better. Take, for example, Lionel Messi. He will run forever. Zinedine Zidane, during his age, in his 40s and in his 30s, he would run forever. What are these guys doing? Make them stay young? Are they eating the right nutritional diet, fruits? Avoid too much meat? Are they having protein? What are they doing that makes their body perform this way? Mind and body. The mind of Ronaldo is totally different from the mind of Ronaldinho, R9, or Messi. The attacking prowess are all totally different, but they can be adapted, as I said in my website, soccernumber10.com, and the forums.soccernumber10, where I have all the number 10s, their whole story, their old styles, their old approach. It's all there. The mind and body must work together so that you can play beautifully upon the soccer field. If you are running and you have the wrong breathing techniques, you're gonna be tired real quick. If you are running and you have not enough energy within your body and you're trying to just burn fat and sugar, you're gonna get tired real quick. If you never had enough sleep so your mind can function up on the field and think carefully about understanding the body languages of your defenders and your opponent by means of checking their center lines, as I made mention in the school video on YouTube. No soccer coach has ever talked about it until I did, and I start to see a lot of videos popping up now, but I'm glad they are contributing towards a beautiful game. With that said, now I want us to also understand reaction time on the body is very important. The ball. When I say the ball, I'm talking about transferring energy from the mind to the body, then to the ball. The ball cannot function without the body interacting and the mind interacting with the body, and then the ball, if you know what I mean. The ball can move by means of the wind, but it will not function unless you juggle and perform well. Right? So with the ball incorporated with the body, beautiful things can happen when the mind is also clear and able to think tactical, approaching strategical frameworks upon the soccer field. You'll be able to play well. If you don't believe me, hang around talented soccer players for a few weeks. Get to understand how they think. Get to understand how they behave. Just adapt to them and see if your games don't just jump up to. But this is also very important. Belief factor. A belief factor within your mind is also very important, because you might think you just hanging around them will be the thing, but it was you who believed that hanging around with them, or hanging out, if you know what I mean, in the park, playing with them, practice with them, and learn and adapt a few of their habits and their traits, and you think it will help you to play better, and by believing so, it did help you, because you start to practice what they shared and you now are playing a little bit better than what you did before. but the framework is still within that of the mind. You had to believe so that the frame of this table can stand. The belief that you will be able to play better needed practice, and also needed physical motivation, so to speak, so that this table playing well can stand. Guys, the body needs to do things like freestyle so that you can control well. The body needs to run so that you can understand in running upon a soccer field. Going through those hurdles and diagrams and stuff, some of which I had explained in this other cool product, which I'm not going to try to pitch it to you guys. I'm just not really a terrific salesman. But I want you to understand that your body needs to function and do the things that are for soccer and not for running, athletic running, like Usain Bolt type thing. Your muscles will function oppositely, and then you might sprain or have bad tear of this tendon and so forth. The ball is where all the magic happens. No, the ball is the end results from the mind, body to the ball. You need to be able to function in your mind well so that it can flow down through your body and express it with the ball. And by saying that, I totally mean you can't kick the ball. You can kick the ball, and if you have not enough calf, size of a calf, or thigh muscles huge, you are not able to kick the ball real well. But you might have calves and big muscles on your legs, but you have not the proper technique so that you will be able to kick the ball well. And in actuality, what happens is, yes, you are you have muscles, but you still can't kick the ball properly by means of instep and different areas of your feet to kick the ball, so that the ball swerve. Now the ball has its own science. Please listen to me carefully. The ball behaves totally different in its own world, its own environment. The ball will function totally different from what you want it to do because it's inanimate. It has no life, so to speak. It just functions because you transfer this energy into the ball, and the ball behaves a certain way. The ball will behave a certain way as long as I transfer the energy from thought, from my mind to my body to the ball. You can't juggle unless you transfer these energies downward to the ball, and then your body tries to help you. The next step is that you kick the ball, and the ball obeys a total different law from the laws of the body and the laws of mind and thoughts and framework. Whenever you kick the soccer ball, take for example, if you are a physics major or a physics student of the science, Newton's laws, Einstein's theories of relativity, and all these scientific stuff applies to the soccer ball in, for example, Stokes' law, fluid, and so forth. But Bernoulli's effect is really helpful about the ball will rise due to high pressure and low pressure and drag force and thrust and the Magnus effect. These are things that I would want you guys to look up on the internet and study them. The Magnus effect has some real dynamic effects upon the ball. Whenever you kick the ball at a certain angle, the ball spins, form this eddy current, and the drag force behind, high pressure, low pressure, will cause the ball to swerve to different angles. We guys call it kick the ball at this side and the ball swerve, but within the air or atmosphere, wherever the ball is being kicked, acts as a medium, and the ball will behave just like a marble, as Stokes found out in a fluid. Not trying to sound too scientific, but physics was one of my major subjects at school also. But I want you to understand that by understanding these scientific stuff about the ball, how it behaves in its own environment, the ball, the body, the mind, you will be able to transfer these energies into it and into within your games. Now, what's saying these things, guys, without making this video too long, if you think that some of what I've just said was really cool, I would like to share with you this other cool product that I have. And no, guy, I'm not pitching you this product. I'm just saying, if you think the information was real cool that you got and it made sense, I did this product called the TU-SFS. It's the Ultimate Soccer Footwork System, where I talk about how to get your leg speed right, reaction time, how to trick your opponent, the best positions on the field to attack. It's technically as if I'm coaching you concepts and theories and frameworks that all you have to do is just copy them, implement them with these drills, and you will see the different results from the ones that you are presently getting within your games. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, again, it's just because I want you to understand. Oh, by the way, here's the product. It's just right here. You might have seen this. You know what this is. It's, you know, real cool. And 6 audios that talks about real cool stuff. The training manual. 6 DVDs, in all 12 audios, and in all everything is 12, and 63 pages of real cool stuff. For example, look at this. Diagrams of where to attack upon the soccer field. You might see a video of this on YouTube where I did recently. When I made mention about, let's say, how to watch videos on YouTube. Guys, this sounds like I'm pitching you. Body stands. Even just this diagram is really effective. Many soccer coaches never teaches their players about these things, and I really want you guys to know this. Even the mind map or the process map of just regular, this is the beginning process map, which is really simple, and it's about the ball and terrain. And as you guys know, I really dig sharing these stuff with you. So about even this diagram about reaching out for the ball, vision awareness, and it just continues. Guys, with that said, there will be a link placed in the description below. If you think this information is what you think, and you think that you could benefit more from this type of information, leave a like or subscribe. Tell me what you think. Or so with this video, as we conclude real quick, I have 3 things for you, and I made sure I gave you these 3 things. Now, what I want you to do is to work upon them so that you can improve this energy within the soccer field. And the best way to work upon these techniques is by means of having a system, or by means of having an understanding of how you will change your nutritional diet whenever you play soccer, how you will practice right mind frameworks of thinking, or try to understand what the videos on YouTube's are saying, or watch the games and try to understand what these players were trying to do, and the mechanics and the science and the thought process, and that leads up to the goal. It's going to be difficult, I can assure you. Many soccer players, even pros, when asked that question, they say, oh, you're just trying to go right here. But I share with them that's not the real purpose. It's to allow the wingback to make enough space that was available to occupy. So he was just there as a decoy, which I made mention in one of these audios within this Ultimate Soccer Footwork System course. Again, this course is just a course where I am actually coaching you from point A, an average soccer player, moving you towards frameworks that you can build and lay a foundation to become a better player than you presently are. If you think you know everything that it's within this, let me answer your question. No, you don't. You might have an idea of just 1 or 2, but this is just something totally different, never seen before. My diagrams are now being talked about in many professional coaching leagues in Europe and many professional coaching leagues in the US. With that said, guys, it's me, your man, Uncle D, author, private coach, soccer number 10 consultant, strategic, technical advisor, blah, 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 the creator of this even cool product, How to Develop the Mindset of the Soccer Number 10 Player by Dennis Lee. Really cool. Guys, with that said and done, go out there, share the energy, improve, understand the laws of the ball, understand the laws that govern the body, understand the frameworks of the mind. And if you don't have a system, here's one. Take care.